So I was called to diagnose this vehicle. This Mitsubishi Pajero 2018. So this is what we've done, and we are getting this fault code in the transmission. Let me go to Mitsubishi. So they called me to come and do the diagnosing, and I did a little research on this Mitsubishis. So this is the transmission board that we've taken out to check. So we don't have the VIN number. I don't want to go for the VIN number, so let me select Pajero. This is VIN 9 and 2018. So this is 2.8. Let me select. Okay, so let me do auto scan, and you can see we don't have PCM or ECU in the system. So scan the vehicle to see the fault code. So we wait for the ABS to scan, and this doesn't have ECU or PCM. So this is the T80 that is using, automatic transmission that is using, because the engine is mechanical engine, so it doesn't need any control board that much. So they've added both the little control parts that the vehicle will need, like engine speed and throttle position for the gearbox to change properly. All of them are needed, and it has been added to the T80. So if there is any electrical fault with the system, it will go to the 80. So let me pause it. This is my main problem, and this is the fault code that I'm getting. So enter and read the fault code, and TP, you can see this means it's a transmission fault, because the reading has to come from the transmission to other control unit. So the TPS is the throttle position sensor failure. So what I'll do is, let me check my data stream, select data stream, and click on OK. Then let me select TPMS. Okay, so let me see if I'll be able to find it here. No, so it's not at this side. So let me go back and go to live data stream to select and see if I can find it. This data doesn't have. So let me change the vehicle that I'm using, because I don't have the information here. So now I'm changing, and I'm using this rather the 5M. So let me select any of this, and instead of scanning the whole vehicle, this doesn't have the TPMS, let me use this. This one too do not have. This one too do not have. Then let me go back to this and select. And read data stream and see if I'll find it. Yes, here is it. So select all and check my data stream, and you can see I'm having TPS 0 millivolt. So what I'll do is I have to check the sensor, because if it is 0 millivolt, that means this system is a pull-up design. So what I'll do is I'll go and check the system and see where the actual fault is. So this is the location of the throttle position sensor. This is the throttle position sensor, and it's on top of the fuel pump. And the reason why this engine is a mechanical engine is, you can see the fuel injectors do not have any connector on them or any socket on them. So what I'll do is I'll disconnect this side and read the TPMS and see. Wow, okay, so it looks like one wire is broken here, and what I'll do is, let me test the other voltages also. So let me bring the scan tool. Let me test it first. So set my voltmeter, then I'll start measuring the voltages. So one side is on ground, so let me measure the first pin, and that's the broken wire. I'm having 0, and this also, and I'm having 0.1. so this could be ground, and I'm having this also. So one could be ground and one could be signal. So what I'm going to do is to find for the ground. So that means I'm lacking 5 volts. Let me test the broken wire. So this is the there is the broken wire here. So let me test. When I test the broken wire, my multimeter changes to 5 volts. So that tells me that there is the power and I'm getting ground, but I don't know where the ground is. So let me probe here and see if that's the ground. If it is the ground, it should turn on my test light, but if that's not the ground, my test light wouldn't turn on. So you can see that anytime I touch the test light, it increases the voltage and my test light is not turning on, because that's not the ground, that's the signal line. So let me find, maybe the next one will be the ground, and the moment that's the ground, it will turn on my test light. So let me try and see. Okay, now my test light is on. That tells me that that's the ground. So this is the signal line. So to check first, I have to check if the signal line is okay. So let me bring the scan tool and check live data. So with my TPS 0 volt, anytime I touch it, it should read a figure for me. Sorry, my pin is on ground. Let me put it on the signal side and touch it. Anytime I touch it, you can see it's changing. It's reading a voltage for me. So that tells me that my sensor is lacking power. So let me do connection before I repair the wire. Let me fix the connection and see if everything is okay. And normally, if the socket is fitted, and the problem is fixed, when I raise it, it should go off. But now the problem is not fixed. So when you raise it, when you raise the fault code or even step on the accelerator, nothing happens. So read the fault code again. Read the fault code again and clear it. Recycle the ignition, read it again, and now no fault code. So recycle the ignition and read it again, no fault code. But the moment I start it, the fault code should come up. Read the fault code, and now it is up again. So I'll go and join that 5 volt so that the sensor will get signal. So let me go to live data and select only that one and open it, and you can see I'm having 0 volts. So when I connect the wire, I should start having voltage here. So let me do that connection. So now I've connected it back here and I've jammed the wire. I'll use it later. I've jammed the wire. So what I'll do is I'll plug in back the sensor and see if the current. So now you can see that the throttle position cable, and you can see anytime I step on the accelerator, it changes. So that means this fault is fitted, so it's from the broken wire. So what I'll do is, let me go back, erase the fault code. Yes, erase the fault code and run the vehicle and see if so there is no fault code. Okay, so let me let it run and read again, and there is no fault code. Read again, and there is no fault code. So that means the problem is fixed. And let me select that one and step on the accelerator and see. So you can see the thing is working. So I'll repair the wire and I'll call it a fix. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more video. So this car doesn't have check engine, and it's because it is a manual engine, so they didn't put any control board for the engine in it. So this one, you can scan OBD too. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more video. So now after fixing the connector, everything is okay in there. So when I turn on the key, when I start it, you can see the throttle position is still, and now there's no figure. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more video.